I'm going to record a little bit. Good. Then we will write down when we use one rule, when we use do. So rule number 2, when we use do. So we use do for general activities. General activities. Well, and in this case, for general activities, do is often used with something, nothing, anything, or everything. And some examples. What did you do at the weekend? So this is a general activity. So what did you do at the weekend? What did you do at the weekend? One more example. I didn't do anything yesterday. General activity. I didn't do anything. Anything yesterday. And one more example. She's fed up with doing everything herself. She's fed up with doing hello, Nikolai. Everything herself. Sophia, you will tell me, well, not only Sophia and the rest, of course, but Sophia is like, when you are ready, so I think that everybody must be ready. And then, Sophia, you will tell me, then again, we will return to our expressions that we read yesterday, and we will do some additional exercises online.
Okay.
Ready? Good.
Yes.
Now, thank you. Now let's see some additional, well, at first, where was it? Here. I found it. And then it disappeared. Probably this one. Let's see if it is this one. Yes, so there are some exercises on, yes, this one. A little bit slow to download. So, and as you remember yesterday, Theodora, we read this whole list of expressions with do and make. You see, we're not going to read them again. So, but here are the whole expressions. And you got them on Google Classroom. Did you see them, Kaya?
Yes.
You got them on Google Classroom. And now we are going to do some online exercises. You will give me the answers. So, Kaya, you have exercises 1, 2, 3, and 4. Choose 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I have to choose.
Yeah, will you please choose?
1.
1, okay. So if you've chosen 1, then you're going to read, I hope you can see well.
Yes, I can.
You will read the sentence. You will tell me, maybe I will type, I will see, or maybe I will immediately show the answer. So, Kaya, number 1.
1. Work hard and and made his best at his job, but he still wasn't one.
Well, you see the answer here in the brackets below the sentence. John worked hard and did his best. So will you please remember, this is construction to do my best. To do my best. Yes. Betty, do you think that you are doing your best at English? Betty,
So
do you think that you are doing your best at English?
maybe so.
Maybe so, you are not sure. Christova, what about you? Do you think you are doing your best? I love your answers because they are extremely intelligent all the time and so profound. And that's why I'm asking you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I definitely have started putting more effort since 2 years ago, so definitely. But I could do better.
Right.
So always push myself to do better.
Great. So you don't think that you are perfect at
I'll
English?
never be perfect, and those who think they're perfect are quite stupid. Because
Okay,
you're
good.
not perfect. No one's perfect.
Yeah. And Nikolai, thank you, Alexandra. And your opinion, Nikolai? Are you doing your best at English?
But at what? Best at what?
No, at English. I mean, in general, at the English language. Are you doing your best?
Well,
Or
of
still?
course.
You see, Alexandra, he says, of course. So he thinks that he's doing his best and he's perfect.
Yes, because if you don't think you're your best, then you're not gonna be good at anything. So I don't understand why people need to humble themselves. If you don't think you're good at something, then just don't do it.
Well, Alexandra, would you like to oppose Christova?
There's a difference between being good at something and being perfect at something.
Bravo.
Yes, he has a point that if you think that you can't do anything, you won't be able to do anything because that's your mindset, and nothing works without mindset.
Right. Good. So let's continue. Thank you for both of you. Kaya, the teenagers, number 2.
And the teenagers were making such a noise.
Yes. Yeah, will you read the end of the sentence? That the neighbor?
That the neighbor called the police.
Okay, one more, Kaya. You've chosen number 1, so please do it.
She
You can consult your words on Google Classroom, I mean expressions with do and make that I sent you yesterday.
yes,
And
I'm looking at them right now.
but there are lots, so maybe I will help you to make a payment. You see, you need something creative to make a payment. So she makes a payment on her debt, yeah, every month.
Yes.
So she will get finished paying it off. Right. Okay, Kai, number 4.
So many chores to do. I need to clean the bathroom and the kitchen, hoover and change all the beds.
Bravo. So Betty, are there any chores? Yeah, you can pronounce it as chores. Are there any chores for you to do at home? And please tell us what are your chores at home? You know, like washing up, like cleaning the windows, like ironing. Do you have any chores?
Sometimes I do the ironing
Okay.
and sometimes I clean the dust and
Okay.
other things.
Fine. And how often do you do the ironing? How often do you iron? Once a week,
Maybe
twice a week?
once a week.
Once a week. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, let's continue number 5.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The restaurant isn't here, but on the other street.
Bravo. Okay, Sophia, if you make mistakes, how do you react? If you make mistakes, I mean, in the language, in English, how do you react? What are your reactions? Do you feel annoyed? Do you tell yourself how stupid I am?
No, I
Or
just make correction, and for the next time I'll know this.
good. All right. Okay, thank you. Kaya, number 6.
It's late and we should go home. Let's make a move.
Bravo. Kaya, let's make a move. Number 7.
Unfortunately, his business made a huge loss last year.
Made a huge loss. Yes, last year. And had to close down.
If you don't speak English, you find it hard.
Oh, but I'm sorry. My question is here. Christova, are you still with us? Because you are muted and I don't know. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you. I see that you are unmuted. Alexandra, what about businesses this year? Are they going to make huge losses? And are they going to be, yeah, the communist here. So will you please express your opinion on the situation of the businesses, I mean companies in Bulgaria?
Overall, there's definitely going to be a lot of loss because we don't really have that big of companies that are known worldwide. And,
Yeah.
we don't have a company like Amazon, like here in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And since people are most likely going to be stuck at home and they're bored, they
Yeah.
start online shopping because, well, you have nothing else to do. So people who are able to ship different things all across the world, something like Amazon, Wish, AliExpress, then they're definitely gonna make profit. They're definitely not gonna make any less profit than last year. On top of that, they can sell masks and those things at insane prices. So
And yeah, I read somewhere, Alexandra, a few days ago, that last year, when we were under quarantine, a lot of people they have credit. They have credits. And last year, I mean this year, but in March, 15% in Bulgaria of people couldn't pay off their credits. This month, November, it was not December, November, 40% of people cannot pay off their credits. So you see, it's almost doubled.
well, yes, it's normal because restaurants closed down for a really long time. Artists, like singers, dancers, everything, they can't really perform. They can't really make new
Yeah.
music. Really, there's nothing.
And
So a
tell
lot
me,
of people definitely.
yeah, but whose parents of you are sitting at home now and do nothing and are not paid?
None of them. My mother
No,
goes
I
to
mean,
work just like any other day because, especially now, it's the end of the year, and usually around this time she
she
has
works
loads
in
of
the
work.
parliament. Yeah, always. So she works in the parliament. So
Yes,
she
and
is.
while everyone else was gaining weight in quarantine, she lost 4 kilograms for 2 weeks
Uh-huh.
because she was really stressed because there was so much work and she was basically alone because everyone else was in quarantine. She was kind of the only person who was doing it.
Right. And Teddy, what about your parents? By the way, this is a private question if you don't want to answer, so you're welcome not to answer. Teddy, what about your parents? Are they sitting at home or um, they are working currently? Teddy, so
They're working.
they are currently working. Vitomir, we're very glad that you joined our meeting. This is the usual procedure, like 15 minutes later. But Vitomir, just for you,
Yes.
I
Okay.
fumbled with my settings, well, the Zoom's settings. And when I remove you, don't worry, you can rejoin again. You will be able to rejoin again. So don't worry. Okay?
Okay. Yeah,
Good. Now,
nice.
Vitomir, what about your parents?
They're working.
So we are lucky. All of us, we are lucky, right? Nikolai and yours? Nikolai. So somewhere probably in the kitchen. Nikolai. Well, okay. Nikolai, or maybe he doesn't want to answer. Okay, Kyle, let's continue. Number 8.
If you don't speak English, you will find it hard to do business in the UK.
What did you use? You will find it
To
hard to.
do.
Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. To do business in the UK. Okay, Sophia, do you think, because your parents, they're businessmen, do you think it is hard to do business in Bulgaria?
I think yes. Every business in every country is difficult because there are a lot of risks.
Right. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Kaya, continue number 9.
He made a promise to his grandmother that he'd never fight anyone ever again.
Okay, to make a promise. Good. Duncheva, do you usually keep your promises or do you usually break your promises? If you make a promise, do you keep a promise? And can you give an example? Duncheva Alexander.
No.
What, do you usually make a promise and keep it, or you never keep a promise? Alexander. Okay, good. Okay, Kyle, let's continue. Number 10. You are doing a great job. You see, you are doing better and better every day. Good for you. Personally, me as a teacher and your class teacher and teacher of English, I'm extremely satisfied with you personally.
Thank you.
Yes, Kaya.
I
Number
called the
10.
hotel and made a reservation for 2 people.
Yes. Okay, to made a reservation. This is very good that the first part of a sentence I called past simple, right? And you follow this rule sequence of tenses and you used made, not make or makes, not the present tense. Okay, how many? Well, we have a lot of. Now, please, Vitomir, choose a number. Thank you, Kaya. Choose a number from 11 up to 20 because we're not going to do all of them.
16.
Yeah, because you can see 16. Good. Okay. Because maybe internet is not very. Yeah. Now you cannot see it. So you will have to choose another one. Vitomir, sorry. I cannot move. Vitomir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I cannot move the screen here. So choose
I
another.
see. Okay, 17.
Госпожо, здравейте.
Hello, Boris. Glad to see you.
Извиня, че закъснях.
It's okay. So 17, Vitomir?
Lucy has decided to
Цихката
make
ми не е готова,
course this
госпожо.
autumn, and
Sorry?
she's going to study Spanish.
What did you say? Decided to?
Make.
Well, Sophia, what is the right answer? Well, if it is not a make, then it is
To do a course.
to do a course. Vitomir, this is a general activity and not very pleasant. So to do a course. To do a course. All right. And Vitomir, what about predictions? Number 20, please.
Number 20. If I were to make a prediction, I'd say that it will rain this afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, one question. The answer is correct. If I were to make a prediction, did you use
Okay.
make because you know the rules, or did you use make because you felt like using make?
Because I know that predictions are always with make.
Ah, so you know the rules. So it means that yesterday you read some rules.
So.
Okay. Now, Alexandra Christova, if you were to make a prediction, let's say in 3 months, what will happen?
We'll be probably still home,
We will
and
still.
things will only escalate. I highly doubt. I read somewhere that next year it is expected that the coronavirus will evolve, and it will become even more deadly and it become even more easy to get
To
it.
catch it, yes, to really. So,
Yes,
but these are only your predictions. They are not based on any evidence, on any facts, on
of
anything
course,
that
yes.
you.
They're only predictions. You can't predict things like that. It's like, well, 100% sure what's gonna happen because that's a virus. And in 3 months, I don't think things will get much better.
Добре си написал домашното.
Yes, Boris, we're talking about predictions now. We are making predictions what will happen. Sophia, do you agree with, do you support Alexander's predictions? That in 3 months, for instance, we will still be home, we will still be learning online, but this is the least. We can learn online, nothing's wrong in it. But
Yes, I think this is right. But we'll see. I don't know. I think everything can happen in this situation.
well, what do you mean by everything?
Everything, I don't know. You see, from March, what is happening, and I don't know in the future what will happen.
Yes, so what is going to happen? You don't know. Right. Okay, and Vitomir, as an extremely smart one, do
Yes,
you,
miss.
yes, of course. Do you agree with Alexandra Christova and Sofia about
Well,
the predictions
I have
about this?
no idea, so I have no rights to agree to something that has no facts.
Yeah, but
And
what do you feel? What are you, then please make your own prediction. What is going to happen?
they say that this virus will be even more dangerous, but like,
Well, Vitomir, I read again somewhere that in English that this will continue up to 2024.
yes,
I
that's
mentioned it
why
already, yes,
it's not going
2024.
to end soon, so it is possible. High percent chance.
Right.
There is a
Now,
high possibility for that.
high possibility, right.
I sincerely hope that at least our prom will have prom.
Yeah, because this year, you know, these children, I mean, this year, right.
They're screwed this year and next year.
Well, they didn't have anything, right. And do you
Oh,
remember
miss,
the,
they did. Don't worry. It's
they
not
did.
like they didn't get drunk in a park or
Yeah,
something.
but drinking at the end of the year, and if they think that drinking, this is the celebration of the
I
end
mean,
of the school years, I think this is not the way to
I don't
drink or
get it.
something
How
like that.
is this any different than any other Friday for them? Like I literally, I don't know. I don't get it. What's the
But there
hype
must
about
be
this
some
prom?
memories. Alexandra, can you imagine if we will be studying online? What memories will you have? What will you remember from your school year in general? What will you remember? That we were sitting online, looking, screen sharing, and looking at this digibooks, and
Miss,
some.
Well,
what if we remembered from school?
Well, but physical contact, I think, is important too, Alexander. You can see the reaction of the people. Now you cannot even see me because you know that you cannot see anyone while I'm screen sharing. Cannot see anyone. Yeah.
Me
Just
too, we're seeing the future that way for me because I think that in the future that will be the studying. I don't know why.
I think so too.
Yes, yes. But you are school children. You are not grown-ups. I think it is normal to study like this when you are at university. Well, it is normal. Different professors from around the world, not only Bulgarian, but you are school children. You are still children. You need to communicate. What do you think, Alexander? Don't you think that I'm right? That you will miss, your generation will miss something very important, something like
No.
we call it communication, but
No.
not on, Alexander, no?
I wouldn't personally miss it that much.
Okay.
Communication in general.
Who will miss it? Vitomir, will you miss something?
Why would I miss it when I am going out with friends and I talk with them? I mean, I don't miss it because I communicate with people.
You communicate, yeah.
On top of
And
that, miss,
yeah.
now it isn't the time for so much memories. Right now, it's a little more time just to really
To
study and to work on yourself.
Yeah.
We'll have enough time to make memories in university and, later in life.
Yeah, you're
Traveling.
right, Alexandra. You are
Right now,
definitely
I
right.
think it should be better if we just work on ourselves. Like, yes, school, but like side things like gym, some sport,
Yeah,
arts.
you're right, because my best memories now, I'm reminiscing, my best memories were at university. Not at,
Exactly.
not definitely at school, because at university, well, I studied, I learned what I wanted to learn. Different kind of languages, history of English, stylistics, linguistics, literature. This I wanted to study. But at school, chemistry, physics, maths, all these subjects that I hate them. You're right. My best memories were at university. Yes. Good. Okay. Thank you
The
very
best
much.
friends come from university.
Yes, you
Goes
are
for
right.
life.
Still we are in touch. You are right. As my example, I
My
have
parents
three
have
best
friends
friends.
from school and they
No,
still communicate
as
with
for
them.
me, Boris, I have never communicated with my schoolmates. Still, they are still alive, Boris. They are still alive. But I do communicate with my university friends, very close friends, and they all live in different countries. But I still do communicate with them. But school mates, by the way, strange as it can sound, I do not even remember their names. Can you imagine? Maybe because I'm too old. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Boris, you like reading you like doing, sorry, the exercises. You can go to page.
Where? In the workbook?
No, not workbook, student's book. Page 27. We did exercise, page 27. We did exercise 7 in the vocabulary, the difference between make and do. Now we are doing exercise 8, the words that are often confused. So, Boris, would you like to do exercise?
Yeah, I already have has done this, but I'm not sure for the first one. Like I looked a notice about a new
Okay,
canoeing
I'm going to
club at
press.
university
I'm going
today.
to click on the answers, and you will please read for everybody to hear.
Okay,
You
the
we will check the answers. Thank you.
hikers couldn't see in the dark. The rescue team were looking inside Bill's tent when they heard someone shouting.
Okay.
Sarah saw her sister as she climbed up the steep mountain.
So these are the words, the difference between look and see, but I think that they are not the words for you to confuse. But Boris, you see you made some mistakes in exercise number 1 and number 4. So I saw a notice. You can look at a notice, but you saw a notice. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And in number 4, Sarah watched her sister as she climbed. To watch, this is about the movement. You watch a TV because there is movement. If you see the TV, you just simply see the box. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah, I can.
Yes? Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please. Do you have any questions to ask? Dumcheva?
No.
Sazdov, Vitomir,
No.
Sophia, Kaya,
No.
Betty? No, you understood. But still, I would like to go back because to make and do, I'm sorry, I forgot yesterday. We have 5 minutes till the end of our first lesson. Once again, you will give me the answers and then you will create the sentences of your own choosing these expressions. Duncheva, once again, please, your answers.
Do your best.
But don't be quick because I have to click on what's, I have to click on the answers.
Но просто това какво упражнение?
No, we are going a little bit back to exercise number 7 because I forgot to do some things yesterday that we are going to do today. So, Duncheva.
Make a choice. Make a change. Do damage. Do somebody a favor. Make a decision. Make a mistake.
I'm sorry, Alexandra, just a minute. Will you please look? And yes, please, will you follow me? Because for me, it's not very easy to click on these answers. Yes, please, number 6.
Make a decision.
Thank you. 7.
Make a mistake.
Thank you. Thank
Do some
you.
work.
8. Do some work. Thank you. 9.
Make progress.
Make progress. And 10.
Do an experiment.
Bravo, Alexandra. So this time you corrected some of the mistakes, but especially number 10, as I remember from yesterday. Good. Now, will you please create some of your sentences? For instance, I will choose sentence number 2, and I will say, I made a choice to go to the cinema rather than the theater. You see something like that. Anything.
I will do my
No,
best.
not only Alexandra. Not only Alexandra. Everyone, please, who is present at this early hour. Not only Alexandra. Let's take Teddy, for instance. Choose an expression and make up a sentence. Teddy. Teddy.
Ти не е тук, госпожо. Те но и ние по какво става часа?
I'm sorry, Boris, what did you say?
Викам на Теди ние по какво става в часа.
Thank you, Boris, for your remark. Sophia. Well, okay, one more. You see, you must think a little bit. Okay, one sentence, one more. I made a mistake and gave you the wrong book. Whatever sentence. Okay, but
I
Vitomir.
think, okay,
Yeah.
I'll make my friend, I will do my friend a favor.
Okay. Did your friend thank you? You
Yes,
did.
he
Yes, and
thanked me.
your friend thanked you. Good.
So I have sentence.
Yes, of course.
I did some work by ironing the clothes.
Right. Very good. Very good. And my last sentence. We are all making progress in English. So thank you very much. We will continue after 20 minutes after the
Okay.
break, right?
Bye.
So I'm not